Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So I've got the XRP chart up here on the hourly, and we haven't really seen too much movement here at the moment. Right now, as of the time of this recording, we're seeing one XRP trading in and around $2.39. That has been the general kind of situation that we've been in since mid last week. XRP has moved up, it has moved down. Yesterday, actually, I was getting a little excited. I did see it get up to $2.53, but not really enough momentum yet to get this up past this inter-year high that was printed on the chart back in early December. So $2.90, obviously that is the new high that I'm sure a lot of you guys remember from only a couple of weeks ago. So at this moment in time, we're looking for XRP to get up above this level here, $2.90. And if I were to take a Fibonacci and just draw it here from the top down to the bottom here, you guys can see we're trading in and around the 0.5 now. So halfway up, you guys can see, last week the levels did go back up to the 0.702. We did retrace back down in here. Now we're sitting in and around the 0.5. Of course, the crypto space sliding down a little bit in fear and greed. I mean, we're still in greed, but we're only at 77. Dominance for Bitcoin still hanging on 55%. So not too much traction there. Even the market cap in the CMC 100, not too much traction there. Under 1% in terms of gains for those two respective metrics. And the market has quieted down. I know, if this is your first bull run, you probably are wondering, well, what the heck happens next? Is this it? Is it just going to go down from here? For more information, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel for all my moves, what I'm doing this particular bull run. Check it out. The URL is down there on the screen if you guys are interested in seeing what my targets are going to be and where I'm cashing out. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart for a second here. BTC to USD. The good news, I think, for everybody who's holding everything, I guess you can just say, for everybody who's holding anything, really, Bitcoin, the trend here is looking up. And, even Bitcoin dominance has taken a bit of a back seat. Dare I say here, let me throw this on the weekly. Bitcoin dominance is pulling back a little bit. So in terms of dominance, we want to see Bitcoin just really kind of plummet before altcoins get their time in the sun. We're not seeing that quite yet. So even though we did see, three significant bearish candlesticks for Bitcoin dominance. So again, when Bitcoin dominance goes down, guys, that means that altcoins go up. But now we're seeing that retrace a little bit. So some positive movement here for Bitcoin dominance, which means more money going into Bitcoin compared to the altcoins. So I think, this 60% level, that is it. That is as far as we're going to get. And I do think eventually, even if we do see, a little bit of this kind of thing, we will eventually see this thing kind of plummet down, back down and around here. Hopefully it hits, somewhere in and around 40%. It's good though for XRP holders. Everything is checking out. Even Google search popularity for XRP worldwide is at historic highs. XRP is on its way to becoming a household name like Bitcoin. This courtesy of Anders here on Twitter, just showing us the graph here from Google Trends. And I even brought up the Google Trends chart here. Worldwide, 2004 till present, XRP, that search term. And you can see back in, when XRP did hit that inter-year high back in 2021, and we did see a peak there. And even back in late 2017, early 2018, there was a peak down in here. But guys, look at the results. Even in comparison to when XRP hit its all-time high back in 2018, January 2018, the results are even higher than way back then. So again, this is a comparative chart. This just means we're going to see more XRP traction, more XRP visibility, guys, which means more people likely going to FOMO into XRP too. That's maybe a mini prediction of mine. Because XRP is even so high on the list here, right? Crypto visibility is a big thing when new people get into cryptocurrencies. And, when you're new and you don't really know what you're doing, you generally kind of look up a list of crypto, and CoinMarketCap is, generally the first thing most people click on. And, when you look at these coins, there's obviously Bitcoin, Ethereum. Well, what's next? I mean, Tether, USDT, but once people realize that's a stable coin and it's not going to move anywhere, XRP is number 4 on the list, followed by Solana, BNB, Dogecoin, etc. So, guys, the visibility is here, and all these things are shifting. Even Michael Saylor, who has continuously criticized XRP for being a banker's coin or a scam coin or whatever, is really kind of staying away from crapping on XRP, courtesy of Crypto Insight UK. Listen to this.
There's rumors going on that the CEO of XRP met with Trump, right? Ripple. I think there's a rumor. Rob, if you want to pull it up, if there's something like that, I thought I saw something. Did Ripple CEO meet with Trump? Critics remark fuel XRP surge and speculation. CEO Brad Garlinghouse remarks amid XRP surge and have fueled speculation. Trump stock. So if Musk is in there, Musk, my view, I may be wrong. Musk is meme coins. Musk is Doge. Musk is crypto. Musk is Bitcoin. For the most part, he's open to the idea. He's not specific to one thing. The community with XRP right now and Ripple, has anything with your position with Ripple changed since the last time you and I were together?
Yeah, what I say today is it's clear we have a pro-crypto president. They're all in on crypto. They're all in on Bitcoin. They're progressive. They're all about freedom. And freedom means, the 20th century securities regime was you got to spend $40 million on compliance to bring a company public. But what if I only want to raise $4 million in capital? How does it make sense that I got to spend $40 million on insurance in order to take a $4 million risk? So I think actually when we come January, depending upon who runs the SEC, I think you'll have a pro digital assets SEC, a pro digital assets Treasury, a pro digital assets White House, a pro digital House and Senate. Now, if you want the crypto industry to grow and prosper in the United States, you need a digital assets framework that is ethically sound, technically sound, economically sound.
And that's just what it has to be. Now, he avoids answering directly and says we have to have a pro-crypto administration coming in. That is exactly what we have. There are even independent cryptocurrency exchanges that are, putting out these types of reports. XRP's meteoric rise from SwiftX. This one courtesy of Wrath of Kahneman. Guys, check this out. So the meteoric rise, is the hype justified? And again, this is a report centered on XRP. What's driving the rally? So they give some factors here. But these guys don't do a report for every single cryptocurrency. They give us the bearish outlook. So overvaluation at its peak, XRP fully diluted market cap exceeded 280 billion AU, which is the Australian dollar, surpassing financial giants like PayPal. This raises concerns about whether such valuations are supported by real adoption and utility. Well, we know this is not real utility yet. And the competition, XRP faces fierce competition from faster, cheaper, more versatile blockchains like Solana and Ethereum too. I mean, these are debatable points. We've got market sentiment here, Ripple Labs holdings, unclear adoption metrics. So this is the FUD that, we're faced with on a day-to-day basis. But, I guess to play devil's advocate, they also mention here the bullish outlook. So ETF momentum, the prospect of an XRP ETF could significantly increase adoption and drive liquidity into the market. There are already products that are offering XRP currently. It's also rumored that giants like BlackRock could, launch their own XRP related product. I just did a video on that yesterday, which I will link up here in the top right-hand corner. Expanding use cases, XRP's growing ecosystem, including tokenized assets and stablecoins, enhances its appeal to developers and institutional users. And then there's the regulatory clarity. A resolution to Ripple's legal challenges could provide XRP with a regulatory framework, potentially positioning it as a leader in the remittance and payment space. So, I personally think, and maybe I'm biased, I guess I try to be not biased, but I guess maybe I'm a little biased. I've been in XRP for 7 years now. I'm super bullish on this particular cryptocurrency. The bearish outlook just seems like the typical FUD that you would, generally kind of get from FUDsters. Again, this is from the SwiftX exchange. So these guys are just, just putting out this report here to educate their traders on XRP specifically, just because it has been seeing a lot of traction over the last month. So guys, this is all positive news. When we see these kinds of things, it does mean the momentum is growing. XRP drops posting this. The number one issue to move the industry forward is regulatory clarity on a global scale. Brad Garlinghouse has never shied away from saying this.
I literally think the number one issue to move the industry forward is that regulatory clarity on a global scale.
And yes, institutions are predicting that by the end of 2025, 100% of the world's leading financial institutions will have all approved crypto legislation, including the United States. This coming from Smoke here. This is why 2025 will be monumental for crypto. Regulatory clarity for the first time. Global regulatory clarity, excuse me. That is the quote. Global regulatory clarity for the first time. So we predict that by the end of 2025, 100% of the world's leading financial centers will have drafted and approved at least some pro-innovation, pro-blockchain and crypto legislation. Needless to say, most of the world has already done this. The laggard has been the United States, and by the end of 2025, we predict this will have been resolved. So guys, again, 2025, a super bullish year. When you see Stuart Alderati speaking with Vivek, something great is probably brewing there. Fred Rispoli here posting, now this is one of the most bullish things I've seen for Ripple and XRP. Keep in mind, this is the exact same power move as the Ethereum universe captured the SEC, except Ripple is hopefully going to do it in a clean way. Instead of lubing the palms of the SEC, and Stuart Alderati did repost this, Ripple exposed the SEC's lawless tactics early on. As the court said in our case, the SEC is adopting its litigation positions to further its desired goals, not out of the faithful allegiance to the law. The question is in whether the SEC under Gensler is rogue, because that has been confirmed according to Stuart Alderati it is. So guys, here it comes from Digital Perspectives. Congrats to everyone who got their nerd in the water before the next .com era begins. And he is referring to this. Trump confirms Bitcoin reserve plans, $15 trillion price boom predicted. Let's get the show on the road. Donald Trump has firmly embraced Bitcoin and crypto this year, as a leak reveals Russia could be about to start a Bitcoin Cold War. The Bitcoin price has skyrocketed, as we know, and this is adding to the FOMO. Now, as an influential billionaire warns of a looming debt crisis that could collapse the US dollar, Trump has confirmed the plans to establish a US Bitcoin reserve. So he was toying with that idea, but now I guess it is confirmed. He says we're going to do something great. Great with crypto because we don't want China or anybody else to do it first, but others are embracing it and we want to be ahead of the game. Then down here it says in July, then Republican candidate Donald Trump promised to create a strategic national Bitcoin reserve and predicted Bitcoin could eclipse gold's $16 trillion market cap during an appearance at the Bitcoin 2024 conference. Republican Senator Cynthia Lummis has introduced a bill to Congress entitled the Boosting Innovation, Technology, and Competitiveness Through Optimized Investment Nationwide Act, which is the Bitcoin Act, and that proposes the U.S. buy 1 million Bitcoins over 5 years to reduce the spiraling $35 trillion United States national debt. And I mean, if Russia's doing it, we got to keep up, right? Russia lawmakers also revealed this week to be pushing the country to create a Bitcoin strategic reserve after Russia's President Vladimir Putin praised Bitcoin as an alternative to foreign currency reserves following the seizure of its funds by Western governments in response to an invasion of Ukraine. So, guys, here it is, $15 trillion. We've got the Bitcoin Act. Legislation is coming in 2025. Even the Financial Stability Board did just post this. This is just from a few days ago, December 2024, getting ready with final regulations using crypto technology for cross-border transactions. And here are just some screen grabs of the report again from December 12, 2024. Recommendations for regulating and supervising bank and non-bank payment service providers offering cross-border payment services. So specifically, mentioning crypto assets, technologies, or platforms that support crypto assets or other digital asset-related activities. And it's mentioned here a few times. I will link this in the description if you guys are interested in reading the in reading these screen grabs here provided by Matt. So wanted to thank him for posting that. Guys, we've also got this, another big milestone here. CNBC did post this, courtesy of Smoke here. XRP is the biggest winner of the Trump trade, but investors are split on how far its rally can run. CNBC has now acknowledged XRP. So the excerpt from the CNBC article where Galaxy Digital calls XRP a blast from the past. Oddly enough, yesterday Galaxy Digital announced they just hired ex-JP Morgan director Tony Paquette as their CFO. So Alex Thorne did comment here. I've never been a big fan of XRP, the asset, said Alex Thorne, head of research at Galaxy Digital, who called XRP today no more than a blast from the past. Meanwhile, Galaxy Digital did name Tony Paquette as chief financial officer. Interesting, though, because, in the past, CNBC would have called XRP Ripple. There was a point in time, and I don't know how many of you guys were in the space at that point, but, there was a point in time where some people were purposely doing it. Ripple then did, at a point in 2018, I believe, they did try to distance themselves or extricate the name Ripple from the XRP token. And it's been taking a while to catch on. And again, trolls, they like to just keep calling XRP Ripple for obvious FUD reasons. But anyway, this is what we have now from CNBC. XRP has skyrocketed 370% since Donald Trump's election victory, taking the lead in what's now being dubbed the Trump trade bull run. Bitcoin, for all its clout, has only climbed 46%. So give some stats there. Matt Hoogan from Bitwise Asset Management called it logical. The asset has been at the front of the peloton, taking the regulatory headwinds, has been XRP, he says, adding that if regulation flips from headwinds to tailwinds, XRP stands to gain the most. Whether you're a fan of XRP or not, the numbers don't lie, but the rally is more than numbers. It's a loud victory lap for XRP's hardcore supporters who stayed loyal even when Ripple was locked in a brutal legal battle. So then it talks a little bit about courtroom clashes with ETF dreams. Ripple also happens to hold a majority of XRP supply. Judge ruled that XRP wasn't a security, so all the details, the history that we already know about. What's driving XRP's wild ride? Well, XRP's secret sauce might be its unique consensus mechanism. Unlike Bitcoin's energy hogging proof of work or Ethereum's proof of stake, XRP uses a cheaper, more efficient method. Hoogan pointed to this as a core strength, saying it's the reason XRP has survived boom and bust cycles that would have buried less resilient projects. This technology works and functions with a low underlying cost. The problem, XRP's real-world use hasn't taken off like its backers had hoped. But guys, this is because we have not had the regulatory clarity. And, now looking into 2025, the prediction is that global regulatory clarity is coming for the first time. And again, this is why I do think there is the possibility, a very, very real possibility this time, guys, that we will see real XRP utility, real XRP utility moving forward in 2025, which would in fact change my price targets. If we do see the real world utility, it would in fact suggest that XRP could go much, much higher than if we're just looking at a speculative bull run. And again, for more information on what I'm doing, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel if that is something you guys are interested in. So I wanted to thank Cowboy Crypto and Smoke there just for pointing that out. Now, XRP drops, also bringing this up, guys. Let's look at some more history that has just been uncovered. The former director at the Bank of New York Mellon, BNY Mellon, and current chair of the Boston Blockchain Association, Lynn Marler, did highlight the fact that BNY Mellon invited Ripple in back in 2017, and Ripple proposed an ICO. Listen to this.
I come from a traditional finance background, obviously. At Bank of New York Mellon, I was a managing director for what's called basically the financials and non-bank financials, which is all the asset managers, hedge funds, private equity, money service, money transmitter, captive finance companies. So kind of all the financials, if you will, mostly non-bank, a non-traditional bank, let's say. So I would say that my journey into blockchain started in 2017 when I was asked to join a meeting where Bank of New York Mellon had invited in Ripple. And Ripple wanted to do an ICO with the bank, and that ICO was a BK coin. I went to the meeting and realized I was really not understanding very well what they were talking about. I understood that there was a lot of friction within our existing capital markets and the structure of the middle back office, but I wasn't sure of the technology. I didn't really understand it. I didn't really understand some of the words they were using, and I decided that I would take a course. So I did take a course at Oxford and really gained a lot of knowledge about the technology. When I finished the course, I came back to my boss and said, oh my gosh, we have to move very rapidly. We need to partner with fintechs because if you are in the banking world, you realize that the infrastructure of the banks is 40 years old, certainly in the United States, and that we couldn't turn this around in short order, but we needed to start understanding the technology and using it. And some of these fintechs were using it like a peer-to-peer network. So I started garnering relationships with these fintechs, bringing them into the bank and asking us, could we partner and what would that look like? My journey started in 2017, 2018, did all that, met with the CEO of the business and brought in several companies. And of course, the bank said, we're not interested. And, I can tell you many of the reasons why. Part of it is control. Part of it was security at that time at 2018, but there wasn't a lot of interest.
So an interesting history there coming from Lynn Marler. Now, she's currently with the Blockchain Association, but she was working at BNY Mellon when Ripple did approach them. And guys, that was in and around the time XRP was pumping. But you guys heard it there. The banking world did not want to touch digital assets at that point in time. And it's funny that, now, these bankers are actually coming out with the truth, and it is because the tides are turning. XRP Drops also posting this. The Boston Blockchain Association, Ripple can help you tokenize real-world assets on the XRP ledger. So obviously they are now very pro XRP. The mission of the BBA is to foster a thriving community around blockchain. Another one coming from XRP Drops here. Take a look at some of their partners, Deloitte, Ripple, and Algorand specifically, and Ropes and Gray. Interesting news there, to say the least. Now, I will link this in the description of the video. XRP enthusiast did ask Crypto Eddie here, who also did post a clip from this podcast. How long ago was this recorded? Is this a confirmation of one of the NDAs we've been hearing about? This is extremely bullish, to say the least. Ripple is on top of their game, top city law firm, top tier banks. You just couldn't ask for more. And Crypto Eddie did post here. This was from May of 2024. This proposal was back in 2017, though, during the ICO craze. Ripple has a long documented history with BNY Mellon on many different levels. So, yeah, that is an understatement, I would say. But this is all very positive, on top of which we just got confirmation, official wallet list released for the RLUSD. We're still waiting for the for Ripple stablecoin to come out. The Sum app, okay, Taurus, Gem, Trust Wallet, the Ledger, Trezor, MetaMask, Coinbase Wallet, and My Ether Wallet are all the retail side wallets that are going to be supporting the RLUSD. And then enterprise wallets, obviously, we've got Ripple Custody, Fireblocks, and BitGo. So guys, the list has been released. RLUSD is going to be coming to a cold wallet, hot wallet storage near you. This means we will be able to custody the RLUSD if you do plan on trading out your XRP to RLUSD. Again, for more information on what I'm doing this bull run, you can find my plan, my cash out targets, and cash out workflow over there at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.